Okay, well, we're live. So we want to welcome everybody to this 10K Club Hangout. I'm going to ask that if you're not talking on the panel, please mute yourself out so that we'll have a clean hangout here tonight. But let me mute something out loud right quick. Okay, so anyway, I want to welcome you all to this hangout. We have a panel of superstars on here tonight. These are people that have made at least $10,000 or more in profit combined. We're talking both on the eBay and affiliate side. So okay, there we go. All right, so these are people that have made at least $1,000 or more in profit on the eBay and Amazon side, also the affiliate side. So basically $10,000 in commissions total combined. Again, we have a panel of superstars here tonight, and we're basically I'm going to share with you how we did it. This is not going to be a typical, straight testimonial type of hangout. I don't have any notes or anything written down with questions that I was planning to ask. I'm just going to go with the flow, like my mentor Jeffrey Collins tell me, and basically let you all connect with these individuals and take something from them tonight that could help propel your business to the next level. And also, if you're looking to get started in what we're doing here with DS Domination, what we're going to share with you tonight would definitely help catapult your business to the next level. So with that being said, I'm just going to tell you briefly about myself here. I've been in this industry since about 2005. From a production standpoint, I actually started producing in 2006. 2005, I started out like most people, joined the wrong person or the wrong sponsor, was joining new companies every single week because I thought that's what I was supposed to do. But I realized that I was following the wrong person, wasn't making any progress, nor was that person who I was following was making progress. So I immediately disconnected myself from that individual, found another company that were actually having a $1 promotion or something like that, got into that company, and within 4 months' time, I was able to replace my job income with that particular business. I stayed with that company for, I believe, 2.5, 3 years, transitioned out, did some other things in between that time up until this point, had mediocre success for the most part up until last year. I don't know how this even happened, but I ended up getting to a place to where I ended up leaving another company before that company went out of business. I was making good money with that company, and then I was focusing on an affiliate program, which from an illusional standpoint, I thought I was making more money than I actually was with that company, and come to find out I really wasn't. So I was in a position to where I had to almost go back to work, and then I found DS Domination and went hard with it, and 5 months later, we're close to $100,000 in profits total, if we're not already there, in 5 months. So that's where we are right now. But the thing that really attracted me to this company is not the credentials and all these numbers and stuff that I can put up, but for the most part, the people that we are going to be presenting this opportunity to, the team of people that we are going to collaborate with and help build their business. This is what appealed to me the most, because in network marketing, internet marketing, affiliate marketing, or whatever type of marketing it is, a home business, whichever language you understand, it's all about building a community. And of course, if you plan on creating, leveraging your business, you're going to have to build some type of team. Okay, let's be honest about that. However, from past experiences and companies I've been with, I've, for the most part, been the only person making money, and I didn't want that to happen again. So I was actually on my way out when DS Domination was shown to me. I was like, forget it, I'm not going to build a team anymore. But due to the simplicity of this company and what we have here, this is a program that anyone can make money with. You don't have to recruit. You don't have to be a guru. You really don't even have to have experience if you don't want to, and you can build a significant income with this company. And when you position yourself in a company like this, that the average person can really make money. Now, traditionally, in a network marketing company, you hear that average people don't make money, which is true. Okay, they're not lying when they say that. You're not going to make any real money in a traditional network marketing company being average. But with this company, if you just totally disregard the affiliate side of the business and you only want to do eBay and you just only want to remain average and you can follow instructions, you can make a lot of money. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and jump into this panel here tonight. And I guess I'm going to start with Miss Rachel down there. Okay, you look surprised. All right, so I'm going to start with you and give you an opportunity to tell the world a little bit about yourself.
My name is Rachel Kelly, and I have been, let me back up. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have 3 children. My youngest has Down syndrome, so I have a special needs child. I've been in the industry since, oh my goodness, it's been a long time, but I actually came online in 2000 and, let's see, it was 2000, oh wow, I forget about what year it was. He was born 2000 and, oh my goodness, okay, so about 2009, 2008, I came online. Okay, I got it. It was 2008, I came online, kind of like Reginald. I joined up under someone who, recruited me, and pretty much, was just, every time we turned around, it was giving me an opportunity, check this out, check this out, check this out. So, kind of like rode the wave, jumping from one program to the next, looking for hope, looking for the right opportunity. Was in many programs. I've been in many programs, and I've made some money. I've had some success in them, but absolutely nothing like DS Domination. Nothing like DS Domination. So that's just a little bit about me, Reginald.
All right, thank you, Rachel, for jumping out. We're going to come back to you, of course. Now, next we want to move to the fabulous Pamela Lawhorn. I'm the only one that called her government name. Hopefully she did not freeze up on us. All right, but go ahead and jump out there and tell the world a little bit about yourself.
Not the government name. Lord have mercy. I think the last time I heard that name was in elementary school, and that was a long time ago. Hi guys, my name is Pam Lawhorn, and I'm originally from Chicago, Illinois, even though you can't tell from the now southern drawl that I developed when I moved down to the south about 20 years ago. Yeah, I'm from Chicago, and so I've been in the south actually now for about 20 plus years. I actually love it here in the south. I live in Atlanta. Via Charlotte, I was there for about 20-something years. So yeah, I'm a Southern girl now, and people don't believe that when they hear this drawl. But I have been self-employed for about 20 years, and I've been in online marketing for approximately 8 years. And I started in coaching and consulting, helping other coaches and consultants put together programs for their business, and ended up in internet marketing. I think it was a natural progression. And didn't think I would like it originally because of what I thought the business was. But honestly, I love what I do. DS Domination is realistically a natural fit for me because it allows me the best of both worlds. I can coach and consult with people and help them and use leverage to build the perfect business and show people how they can actually have a dream business where you can have a life. Before I didn't really have a life. I was constantly having to coach people and spend what I call trading hours for dollars, because even though I was making money, I was having to work to make every dollar I made. And like for today, I actually took off most of the day and came back and had made a whole bunch of money. And that's what I love about this business is I have the ability to make money, have a life, help other people, show them how to do the same, and I'm not a slave to my computer anymore. So that's pretty much about me and where I come from and how I got in this business and why I smile all the time now, because I actually love what I do and I get paid a lot of money. I say that to people all the time. We get paid a lot of money to show people how to make a lot of money. And I mean, what other business can you do that in where it works for everyone? They can start today and make money tomorrow, and like with me, within a month, be making a whole lot of money. So that's why we smile all the time, I think, because we get paid so much. All right, back to you.
All right, thank you for jumping out. Can you all still hear me? Because I got this thing in my ear over here so I can hear you all better. Okay, yeah. Cool. All right, well, the next person we're going to go to is Miss Keisha Bass, who is on the West Coast. And just jump out there and tell the world a little bit about yourself.
All right. Thanks for having me tonight, Reginald, on the panel. My name is Keisha Bass out in the Pacific Northwest. I am a little country girl that had a dream that she could make money from the internet, and thank God for DS Domination. I was able to do just that. I'm a former IT person, so I'm a geek at heart, but I just love what I do. I'm a stay-at-home mom now. Have two amazing young boys that are 4 and 13. So I was out all day, pretty much with them, and still was able to make money. So I just love it. So that's my life. I'm living it. Back to you, Reginald.
Cool. You all are being quick tonight. No long-winded.
Going, I mean.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool. All right. Well, we're gonna go to the Midwest here in Chicago area. Josh Jacobs. So go ahead and jump out there and tell the world a little bit about yourself.
Thanks for thanks for having me on tonight, Reggie. My name is Josh Jacobs. I am a 21-year-old full-time college student / entrepreneur, and I got into this industry when I first turned 18, but I was kind of on and off because, I never made money, and it was, I am not going to continue to work at something if I'm not seeing the results, and luckily I went through a few different things. I started stock trading, I did real estate. But luckily, about a year ago, I got back into the industry and took it more seriously than I did when I was 18, and found DS Domination in the end of October, started really working at the beginning of November, and things have been going, absolutely phenomenal. I mean, I've built up an income that, by the way, income disclaimer, results may vary. We don't know if you're going to work. We don't know if you're typical. We don't know what the situation is. But I'm just going to tell you that the possibilities with DS Domination are endless. Okay, I'm 21 years old. I've built up a monthly income that I literally was dreaming of. I never, I was expecting to make maybe $1,000, $2,000 a month. I was never expecting to get to where I'm at today. But now that I'm here, I know what's possible, and I know how much farther I'm going to go. And DS Domination is the vehicle that's going to take me there. There's nothing else that could do it like this company does. So, thank you.
All right, appreciate you for jumping out, bro. And next, we're going to go to Charlotte, superstar, another superstar on the panel, Miss Jenn Glidden. Go ahead and tell the world a little bit about yourself.
Hey, Reginald. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for having me, Reginald. Great to see you all tonight. Thanks for coming out. I'm really excited to be here. My name is Jenn Glidden. I do live in with my husband and my young son, and I actually went through the standard track, and I went to college, got a good job, and it was just tearing me up inside. I was sick and all that, so I left my job and started a business. And so I've actually had a few businesses since that first business that I started, and real estate is actually what brought me online. I was learning how to market our business using the internet instead of just signs and all that. So came online, got into some online businesses, and it wasn't until I found DSD that I really got some traction and started making money. Like Josh said, income disclaimer. My results are going to be different from your results. Some people make more than I do, some people make less than I do, but I have been amazed because every month my income has been doubling so far. So I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited to be here. And honestly, the thing that I'm most excited about is that when I bring people into the business, they are making money too, and that makes it worthwhile. Back to you, Reginald.
Okay, sorry, my mouse, I'm muting myself out, and the mouse thing is hiding from me over here, so sorry about that. But anyway, we're going to go back down to Atlanta, Atlanta's own shirt and tie guy, Jock Morris. Go ahead and jump out, buddy, and tell the world about yourself.
All right, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Very well. So first and foremost, I want to thank everybody for being on the panel this evening. Thank you, Reggie, for putting the UOP, the Unit of Prosperity, together here with DSD. Just a little bit about myself. I'm a 38-year-old stay-at-home dad, live here in Atlanta, Georgia, with my wife and my 3 kids. And back in April of 2011, I was actually driving trucks, had my B-class CDLs, making about 45 grand a year, and I walked away from that job. I just quit. No unemployment, no government assistance, just a little savings in the bank. And my mindset was, I've always been an entrepreneur, but I just really felt that if I could figure the internet portion out, that I could do really well, because I've always done well with connecting with people. And I've been in this industry, as far as the home-based business industry, ever since I was 18. So we're talking about on and off for the better part of, say, 20 years or so. But again, I came online June 2011, that summer, and came across a number of different programs, worked them, made some money, and with each program and each success, always thought that was the one. But like many other people in this industry, there was always a problem, because I would build teams, I would make money, and then you would see attrition, to the point where I couldn't keep up with the attrition, or better yet, I couldn't put people in faster than what they were quitting. And so that always becomes very discouraging, because your income goes up, but then it slides down. So off and on for the better part of 2 years, I struggled. I made thousands, I spent thousands, and even got scammed out of a few thousand a couple times. And me personally, being an entrepreneur, I don't mind losing money, but what really hurts is when you bring people on board and they lose money. So I was at a point, I was really at a crossroads with my business. Again, I was making money. I was contemplating going back to corporate America. I had some projects that I was going to do a few months out. And literally, some of my business partners that I work with, they had jumped into DSD. They had told me about it. And honestly, I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want to hear anything about e-commerce, drop shipping. Like many of you that may be looking at this, I was just like, that's not my thing. That's not my thing. But sometimes you don't know what your thing is until you actually open up your mind and be receptive to something new. So initially, I got in, and like many people in DSD, I spent $20 and I did absolutely nothing. So we all know what the equation is. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. So I did that for about 3.5 weeks, and then finally I said, well, let me see what's going on here. Let me just kind of get a feel for what these people are doing, because they seem to be pretty excited about something, and I love to get excited, if you know me. So December the 4th, I actually made the decision to become an affiliate. Made one video. I told the world, I'm just getting started. I haven't enrolled anybody. I haven't made $1. I'm just getting started, and I'm getting ready to rock and roll. Well, that particular $20 decision that day changed my life, and literally things have been going progressively up, faster than what I can actually keep up with. And currently, income disclaimer, but currently I'm actually generating over $1,000 a week in profits. And you're talking about somebody that previously it took me 7 years to make $10,000 in one company. And so here with DSD, I actually did it in 71 days, and that's documented. So that's a little bit about me, a little bit about my story with DSD. I have a lot more to share, but I'm going to pass the mic back to Reggie.
All right, thank you, bro, for jumping out there and sharing that with us. We're going to come back to you here in a bit. Next person I want to go to is Freddie out of the California area. Go ahead and jump out and tell the world a little bit about yourself.
Hey guys, how's everybody doing? My name is Freddie Baumann. I am a stay-at-home dad from San Diego, California. I actually stay home with my 2 little girls. I have a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old, so I literally only have about less than an hour a day to devote to this business. But a little bit about myself. I was actually introduced to the network marketing residual income concept when I was about 17 years old. And somebody took me to a meeting, and when I looked up on that board and I saw those circles, and I saw, if I got 3, who got 3, who got 3, who got 3, who got 3, and they told me that if I did that, that 2,187 people were going to be on my 7th level, all spending $50 on long distance, and I was going to get 5% of that, and I was going to be rich. And a lot of you probably heard the same story. So I went out and I put in 12 people. You know, so based on that math, I should have got 4 times the results. But what happened to me instead was 12 people got 5, who got 3, who got 2, who got 1, who got 0. And after about 2 years, I had made $2,000 at about 50 people in my organization, and my residual income check was about $12 a month. So, you know, I was disheartened, but the idea of residual income stuck with me since I was 18 years old. And the idea of network marketing was always just, it was just in my head, and I could never get out of it. So, you know, when I was in my mid-20s, I finally came across, you know, I kind of got back into the internet side of it, and I realized that I could get traffic and I could reach larger amounts of people. So throughout the years, I've sold everything from weight loss shakes to I've sold joint pills for dogs, you know, that have bad joints. You know, I've sold Rosetta Stone. I mean, you name it. I mean, coffee. I've done it all, and I've sold everything. And the thing that I realized was that I could sponsor people, and you know, at a point, I ended up getting, you know, fairly good at sponsoring people. You know, I could bring in 50 people into an organization, but what I realized was that the stuff I was doing on the internet was too complicated for the average person. And even though I could bring in 50 and make some money, that my people weren't doing anything, so I had zero leverage. And you know, that always bothered me. And then I kind of came across these 100% commission programs, and with that I could build up my residual pretty quickly, but it was kind of a false residual because these residuals were based off, you know, let's say a $100 product, and I was getting all that $100, but as soon as the person realized that they couldn't do what I was doing, they quit. So it wasn't a true residual. So when I found DSD and I started building it, what I found out very quickly was that I could build up a nice residual, but it was actually based off the collective efforts of a lot of people. So now I have over, again, income results may vary, blah, 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 but now I have over a $2,000 true residual income. $2,000 coming in every single month, but that's based off of 450 people, right? That's based off the collective efforts of 450 people. So some of my commissions are 99 cents, some of them are 59 cents, some of them are $50. So if I have 50 people quit tomorrow, my residual income is still up there. So because of that, I feel so confident in this company that I'm actually going out to buy another house here probably within the next, I would say within the next 60 to 90 days, because that residual income, I know it's solid, and I know that will continue to pay my mortgage. So I just want to thank, you know, DSD for doing everything they've done, and you, Reginald, for setting up this system and taking the load off, because, you know, I've tried to lead a group of people, and I know how hard it is, and I know how hard it is to set up the systems, and so I just want to thank you, and, you know, that's my story.
All right, I appreciate you, bro, for jumping out and sharing that, and congratulations on your house. We got people buying houses and cars and yachts and everything else. So congratulations to you. All right, so we're going to go down to Valerie, and I'm going to come back to you, Brian, in a second. So Valerie, go ahead and jump out and tell the world a little bit about yourself.
Hey, everybody. I'm Valerie. Thank you for the introduction, Reginald. And you know, before I found DS Domination, I'd done so many different things online. I tried so many things since I was about 19 years old. I think that was the very first business I ever started. And I don't even quite remember what it was, but I think it was like a psychic network I invested in. It was like, of course, a complete bust. And fast forward a couple of years, I got into something else, and keep going. I got into something else, another thing, and I did a Yahoo store one time. I did home parties. You know, I sold candles, makeup, and you name it, I probably did it. And then I started doing some online marketing last year for the first time with another business, and I basically got nowhere. I believed in the business. I love going to the events, but I just could not sponsor anyone. It was just very difficult for me. And although I did everything my sponsor told me to do, and I followed, and I just did whatever. I was a soldier. Nothing worked for me. So, you know, I was feeling really bad, and I was in tears actually, because it was like, yet again, you know, it's not just the ending of another business, it was the end of another dream. And it's a big letdown. You keep going through this for over 20 years, and you just kind of feel like it's never going to happen for you. But then, you know, the person I was in this business with, she turned me on to DS Domination. She said, here, I'm joining, you join. And being a good soldier, I just joined. And just like so many people on the panel here, I did not take this seriously at first. I was just like, yeah, you know, $20, no problem, I'll join. And I did. And give it a few days, I said, let me see what I paid for. And I went through the training, and I followed it to a T exactly. I didn't deviate one bit, and I just followed along. And before I knew it, I made my first sale, and then my second sale, and my 10th sale. And before you knew it, I was telling everyone I made a sale. And after I started telling people, guess what happened? People wanted to know, what was I doing? What are you doing to get these kind of results? And my first month online, I made $3,000, and that was total profit. And no one was more surprised than I was. But then I said, you know, what if I tried to tell people? What if I tried to sponsor again? What if I tried, even though I had no success in 20 years, what if I tried just one more time? And I'm glad that I did, because the first month of just telling people, I started setting goals and I started surpassing them. I started breaking them. And now I'm at a point where I'm making more money with DS Domination than I'm making at my full-time job. And I work full-time. I'm a legal secretary. And if you work with attorneys, you're always running around. There's always something going on. There's always a deadline. You never leave on time. You don't get to take your lunch. There's always something going on. But I was determined to just try again and make this work. And so I come home at nights and I spend 5, 6, 7 hours at night working. And I work both sides of this business. I sell on eBay. I actually had my first sale on Amazon. So I sell on Amazon, I sell on eBay, and I also grow this team and I support my team. And it is because of the dedication. It is because I think it's a testament to two things. One, a dedication to the opportunity that, one, it's easy to understand, and two, people want to hear about it and they want to be a part of it, and then three is the commitment to saying, I'm not going to stop. And it's a combination of all those things, and being around leaders and people who really want to see you succeed is why I'm at where I'm at right now. And I can never, some days I can't believe it, and I'm so grateful for the success I have had, and I'm so grateful to be a part of something that's so amazing that there are times I just really have to pause and step back and just really be grateful for everything that's happened to me.
Wow. So did you say you make more with DS Domination than you do your full-time job?
Yeah, this month is it. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm making more money with DS Domination than my full-time job. It's happened, and I never thought it would. And to think, at one point, all I wanted to make was $500, and that, you know, I had a day last week where I made $600 in one day. So it's happening. It has happened. It will happen if you just do what you're supposed to do, which is really follow along and take confidence that this works and that you can do this, and just don't quit. Give it one more try.
That's incredible, and I don't know if, well, before I even say this, if there's like 1,132 people on this Hangout on this page, I don't know how many's on the other one. So it's probably like 1,200, 1,300 people that are viewing. So if you are on our team, you need to be sharing this Hangout to everybody. If you need some additional information after we get done, you can click on the yellow button on this page or get back with the person whom invited you, or feel free to get started at any time that you're ready to proceed. It's only a $20 decision. Now I'm going to go back to you here really quick, because you got to start it when you start talking about making more money with DSD job. I wasn't even going to go there, but since you're there, I really want to kind of stick with this, because some people may think that's chump change, but you live in New York.
Yeah.
It's very expensive to live in New York, you know, and
Yeah.
I've been trying to get you to move to the South. You know, you have a mansion down here compared to what you're probably paying up there, but anyway, I know you like New York and stuff like that. So it's very expensive to live in New York, guys, if you don't know that already. So for her to say that she makes more with DS Domination, which is the company that we represent, than her job, that is a huge accomplishment, and that's not pocket change, all right? So we just want to set the record straight with that. So do you have anything you want to elaborate with that? And you don't have to throw out the exact number or anything like that, but
you know, I'll just say this. October, my first month with DS Domination, I made $3,000. It has doubled. It is now doubled. So I'm bringing home a minimum of $6,000 a month. That's what I'm bringing home. That's what I make at work, and now I'm making more than that now. So I'm at a point where I have to make a decision soon. What am I going to do? There's going to come a point where it makes absolutely no sense to continue going to my day job when I'm making $6,000 a month part-time, as opposed to making that full-time 40, 45 hours a week. So it's very soon the decision's going to have to be made to transition so that, number one, I can better grow the team and support them, and two, what's the point of working for someone when you can work for yourself?
That's awesome. So you're doing this part-time. So I know a lot of us do this 18 hours a day, but of course you don't have that kind of time. So
I don't have that kind of time, and you know, I lived in New York all my life. I support myself, and I'm a single mom. I have 2 kids, one who finished college, one who's in college, and it's a lot of bills running around here. You know, I pay rent and food, and college degrees are not cheap, and they're not even my own, and I'm paying more for my kids' college degrees, and I don't even have a college degree. I only have a high school diploma and a little legal secretarial diploma, like worth this much. So this is someone who, you know, I was on welfare at one point. At one point I had 2 kids under the age of 5, and I was newly divorced and on welfare. So I know what it is to struggle. And now I know what it is to finally have something to succeed. I know what it's like to have held on for so long after struggling for so long. I know what it's like to feel such humiliation about not being able to support your family. And now to be at a point where, you know, I can get ready to quit my job and just travel the world like I've always wanted to do. There's no greater feeling than this right here. There's nothing like it.
All right, thank you, Valerie. And I'm going to pass it to Brian for you have us on here grabbing Kleenexes, because I kind of sense you getting shook up over there talking about it.
Just a little.
So, yeah, I can't cry on live TV, so live video feed. So we're going to switch. Thank you for jumping out. We're going to come back to you. So we're going to go to Brian, and Brian is actually my upline. A lot of you all don't know that. He actually sponsored my sponsor. So I want you to jump out, Brian, and tell everybody about yourself, because a lot of people on here don't even know who you are. So tell the world about yourself, how you got started, so on and so forth, whatever you want to share. You're still muted.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
First of all, I want to thank you, Reginald, for having me on, and with this awesome panel of rock stars, because I see you people on Facebook, but it's really kind of neat to see you here and talk with you, and I really appreciate that. Just to kind of briefly, my story, I worked at Ford Motor Company. I'm probably the senior member here on the panel, I think. But I worked at Ford Motor Company for about 35 years, and when I left, I wanted to do something. I didn't want to go back to school. I wanted to work for myself. I didn't know what to do, so I got involved with the MLM industry and jumped around to different companies, and that's where I kind of met Roger with a company that we were both involved in. I had no idea he was with eBay. I started an eBay business probably about 2 years before I got involved with DS Domination. And I was using my eBay income just to feed my businesses, my marketing costs and expenses. So it really was just kind of like a part-time business for me. So when I got involved with DS Domination, I mean, everything exploded. The windows of income started to really go. It was more than just eBay with DS Domination. And so I just kind of put everything else that I was doing off to the side, and I started doing DS Domination full time. And my income just rocketed. It was really kind of funny because my wife, who was never really a part of anything I was doing, she thought I would go back to school and just get another job and start another career. But when she saw me getting into different companies and stuff, she would just kind of give me that look, like, okay, what are you doing now? What are you spending our money on now? But since getting into eBay with DS Domination, all of a sudden now it's different. She sees money coming in, and there's paychecks coming in, and so now she's looking at me with a whole different attitude. I even heard her talking on the phone the other day with one of her friends, talking about how well I was doing with eBay. So she's starting to promote me, so I know everything is going well when she's starting to promote me now. So that's really kind of my story. I've Just with UOP Reggie that you just put this all together, it's just incredible. I know it's a lot of work trying to manage all these people, but this is just incredible what you're doing here. And DS Domination is I really think changing the economy in the United States. You know, we have a lot of people that are getting to the point where they are quitting looking for employment in the field that they used to go, that they went to school for. And so they, with DS Domination, I've talked to people that are just kind of like, they don't know where else to turn. And then you talk to them about something, they're kind of reluctant, but those that give it a try and really start to put a good step forward into it are starting to see some tremendous rewards. So that's my story.
All right, cool. Well, I appreciate you jumping out, guys. This is again a non-scripted hangout. I actually had to plug in my laptop because my battery's dying over here. But anyway, I really appreciate you for basically sharing DS Domination with my sponsor, Thomas, because honestly, if you would have never shared it, I don't think I would even be in the company right now.
Yeah.
You know,
He's
so
a good guy, Thomas.
yeah, he's a great guy, great fella. So definitely, I appreciate you for sharing it with him because again, that one phone call actually when I was in church that was made that night actually changed our life. He was actually calling about something else, lead capture page or something like that. I asked him what he was doing, and the rest is pretty much history from there. It all manifested to what you see today. So again, thank you for jumping out and sharing your story. Now I want to go back to the 21-year-old young man. I'm not going to call him kid, you know, but you know, some people call people who are 21 kids, but he's not a kid, he's a grown man. But he's a 21-year-old young man, and I just want to talk to you about this because I actually got started when I was 20, and I know why I got started, but your reason is probably different. So what would prompt someone who is 21 years old, you know, typically when you're that age, you're not really typically thinking about network marketing in a sense, but what made you jump into this industry and start a business?
Basically, you know, I've been an entrepreneur forever. I mean, anything that I've always been entrepreneurial. I can never hold a job because there's multiple reasons why. Number one, my dad's an entrepreneur, and I just see his lifestyle, and I see, you know, that I don't want to have to report to a boss. I don't want to have to be told when I could take a lunch break. I don't want to have to sit in a miserable cubicle doing something. I don't want to be miserable. I want to be free. I want to do whatever I wanted to do. And originally I got into this industry not just because, you know, I wanted to get rich and make millions of dollars, which of course I do want to do, but even if I just made, you know, a steady, you know, $4,000, $5,000 a month to be able to go anywhere I want to in the world and, you know, just make money from anywhere I want to in the world. At 21 years old, there's no job that you can get you're gonna make, you know, 60 grand a year and enjoy it, or, you know, whatever the case may be. You have to have a college degree. You have to go through, you know, 4 years of college, which I am in college still, just because I've gone too far now to quit. I want to just get my degree, but I will never use my degree. And you know, this was really the only option where I could come in, I could start my own business. I don't have to spend $100,000 to start my own business. I could get started for $20, and look at what a $20 decision has turned into. I'll be at $10,000 a month in probably 30 days, and that is just, you know, I mean, again, it's just blowing my mind that I am making this much money. But again, the fact of the matter is not even just the money; it's the freedom to be able to do whatever I want to do. And a lot of people tell me I look and talk like I'm 30 years old because I talk about freedom and all this stuff, and I don't talk about getting a regular job right after college, but I don't believe in it. You know, I'm going to be miserable. I see a ton of people that I know who are older and graduated and work in a cubicle, and, you know, sure, some of them even make, you know, $200,000 a year as investment bankers, but guess what? They work every day, Monday through Saturday, from 6 in the morning until 2 in the morning, and it's just, I can't do that. I want to be able to be free. I want to be able to travel the world. I want to do, you know, whatever I want to do, and ultimately be happy with my business. And that's pretty much why I got started in this industry, because I knew it was the only way that I could do that. And, you know, I consider myself retired before I ever really started. And that's, you know, that's pretty much my situation. And only hope to keep growing. And the fact that, you know, like I said, I've been in this industry for a little while. I have never made good money. I've never seen a team of people make good money. And when it comes to DS Domination, you know, my team has grown to over 1,000 people. I mean, I could have never imagined having 1,000 people on my team. I mean, I got people doing, you know, $100, $200 a day average. You know, I got teammates who are making their first money ever online. I mean, it's absolutely just unbelievable when you scroll through our Facebook group and you see all these people making money. I'm sure if you look at the comments on the Hangout page right now, I'm not on the Hangout page, but I guarantee you that there's people talking about how they just got a cha-ching during this Hangout. And it's just so powerful, so powerful.
All right, so yeah, thank you for jumping out, bro. And I know 21-year-old kids, I mean not kids.
You can call me a kid, man. I like to be a kid at heart.
Okay, but I know when I was 21, I was working at Chick-fil-A or somewhere, some lousy job that paid like $7 an hour. So you definitely light years ahead of most 21 years old, and it just showed that, you know, this business has no boundaries as far as age. You know, if you're hungry and you have a strong desire to succeed, you know, in this industry, not just this business, you can definitely make it happen. But I'm just going to throw out a general question for anyone to answer. So since this is a 10K hangout, you know, whoever want to jump out, all you all can answer it or whatever. But what really got you the 10K? Because, you know, I'm pretty sure everybody on here gets these questions all the time. What is it that you do? What did you do? You know, what's this secret sauce marketing strategy or whatever it is? Or, you know, can I do it on a pro level? You know, what was it that got you to 10K? I mean, what did you have to do? I mean, whoever wants to jump out first.
I'll go ahead and jump out on that. Basically, there is no secret. I know nobody wants to hear that, but the things that I'll just tell you exactly what I do. I have a lot of content out there. I do a lot of SEO. I have a lot of YouTube videos that I've put out, hundreds and hundreds probably at this point. I run a Craigslist ad every single day. I do, you know, with me and Josh do solo ads, you know, maybe once a week or once every 2 or 3 weeks. You know, we're always testing different types of marketing. So the truth is that there is no secret because we just keep testing. You know, we keep testing. In fact, today we have 2 ads running. One is converting at 5% and one is converting at like 45%. There's no way we would know that if we didn't lose $100 on the 5% one. So now we know we never go back to that guy. Now we just put our money in the guy that's converting at 40%. So it's all about testing. It's consistency. And can you make it at pro level, make it 10K? You probably can on the eBay side eventually, but I don't think so on the affiliate side because you're not going to make those, you know, those bigger commissions. You're going to have to make a lot of $10 commissions to make that 10 grand. So that's just my 2 cents.
Yeah, you would have to sponsor 1,000 people.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So thank you, Freddie, for jumping out. Now,
Yeah.
Jock, I
Yes,
see
sir.
you. Go ahead.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, so for myself personally to get to 10K, I really focused in on providing a solution and addressing a problem. The bottom line is that most people that I know, I don't know about anybody else and their friends or just people in general, but most people that I know are challenged on one level or another when it comes to their finances. And I didn't really know how much people were challenged until I put before them a 1995 decision. Now, I'll be the first one to tell anybody, and a lot of people don't know this about me, but my lowest point in this industry was October the 12th, 2012 at 7:08 a.m. in the morning. I took the screenshot. It's on my computer right now. My bank account balance was a negative $28, negative 28. So when people talk about me or tell me about their struggles, I know. I've been down the trail of tears many times. I've cried. I've wanted to give up. I've been knocked down, knocked out, and I still just kept coming back. So that was my very, very, very low point. And so when I started talking to individuals about DSD, I really felt like I could provide a solution because I know that most people, they don't want to do marketing. They don't want to do, like Freddie said, they don't want to do SEO. They don't want to do videos. They may not even want to jump on a Hangout. But you know what? Probably 98 to 99% of people that you know and I know and everybody else knows, they want to make more money. And so I really try to make things simple, because if you complicate it too much, then, you know, it might flow over my head. So I just focused in on saying, look, if I can show you a way to earn an additional $300 to $500 a month by making a $20 decision, would that make a very significant difference in your life? And most people are like, yes, it would. So then I put them before the video, because if you try to explain it, more than likely you're going to mess it up. I mean, what more can you say? We copy and paste. That's what we do, copy and paste from Amazon to eBay. And then individuals within themselves, you know, they have to make the decision with regards to their life and their circumstances, because we've all heard it said, if you keep doing the same thing over and over, you're going to keep getting the same result. So here at DSD, you know, you're looking at a panel full of people that have already made $10,000 or more in DSD, and most of us have made it in a relatively short amount of time. So what do you think we're going to keep doing? We're going to keep doing the same thing over and over and over, and our incomes are not going to do anything but grow. So again, I focused in on helping people because I honestly don't like to spend money on advertising. I'm cheap. I'm frugal. I like to keep all my money in my pocket. So I picked up the phone and just started calling anybody that had opted into a web page, anybody that I knew, anybody on Facebook whose number I had. Man, in December, like my first 27 days, I put 101 people in this business. I made over $5,000 my first 27 days. You think I was excited? I was ecstatic, but I'm going to tell you, I was on the phone calling everybody. My fingers were hurting. My little cord here on my phone is all twisted up. I need a new phone. But the bottom line is this. If you want to make 10K or more in DSD or any other business or just whatever you're doing, you have to take massive action. Massive action is going to yield you massive results. You can't come in here and the first question you ask, how do I cancel if this doesn't work? How do I cancel if, or how do I get my money back? You have to already have a 10K mindset in order to come in and make 10K. I knew I could do it, but it was a matter of finding a program that allowed not only me to do it, but my team members to also experience success. And that's really been the biggest difference for me versus anything else I've ever done inside of this industry. I have team members that are enrolling people. They're making money on the eBay, e-commerce side of the business. These are people that would never touch this industry at large with a 10-foot pole. They wouldn't touch it. But guess what? They're making money because they understand the value of a 1995 decision. And so, again, I took action. I've been consistent, and I've been helping a lot of people try to solve their financial struggles. So that literally was my 10K recipe, game plan, or whatever, and I'm going to keep following that all the way to the bank so I can go get some more shirts and ties.
Hey, Reginald.
Go ahead, Keish.
So, you know, let the women, we got to come up now. No, I was kidding. After that, no. But no, you know, it's almost like, you know, Yvonne Anderson is not on this Hangout, but there was something that she said to me that stuck with me, and she said, successful people, we all have the same notes, right? So we're all reading the same notes.